Hi guys, thanks for coming. Fun game. It's a lot more fun to win. Proud of how our team carried themselves the whole game. I said to them in the locker room, we looked like the team from non-conference, more so in our energy and our effort. We still made a lot of mistakes. We're a young and imperfect team, but we can be really good when we just play through those mistakes and remember all the good things we can do. So I loved our resilience. Love how our team prepared this week. Washington State's really good. We know that they're streaky and can get hot from three. Obviously, they did that in the second half. We gave them too many open looks. But, boy, we did a good job figuring out, where we needed to get the ball and cut down on the turnovers a little bit in the second half. And, just happy to get a win and happy for our players to be able to enjoy themselves and realize kind of what they can do when they stick together.
Mikayla, you can kind of take us through that last play. Not the last play, but your three-pointer.
The three-pointer? Oh, that play? We were running a play for Kristine, actually, and we knew that they were going to sink in because she's been hot the whole game, and they've been double-teaming her and collapsing in the paint. So we got the ball in. AT was looking for every option we had in the play, and I happened to be open in the corner, and I was feeling a little confident, so knocked it down, and the crowd went crazy. It was really good energy, and I'm really happy we got the win today.
So you were planning on going to Kristine on that play?
Well, I mean, the thing about Washington State's defense, the matchup zone, you can't really count on anything. You need players that are capable of making reads within the course of the possession. I actually think we grew up sort of a lot throughout the game because, it's new until you've done it before. So, when we run our man sets, you can't count on the first look being there, although it's there sometimes. You have to be able to make the read. When we run our zone plays, you can't count on the zone look being there. You might have to penetrate. So we had sort of a multi-look possession, and obviously the first look was to Kristine on a lob. Second look was to Kristine on a duck-in. And I said, and Kayla's going to be in that corner. She liked obviously the corner and found a lot of seams behind the defense, the whole game. So I actually thought AT did a really good job of going through her progression of reads and not panicking. She looked at all of them. They did a pretty good job of sandwiching Kristine, and like Kayla said, got it to her in the corner. And I thought she made a great decision, of whether she could either sweep on the baseline and score or, just decide to give us the lead right there with the three. So, that worked out well. Just really proud. I mean, I've said it before, but we have players that if there were older kids, would be able to defer. They'd be able to sit and watch someone else. But throughout the course of the season, you've seen Kayla doesn't get the chance to defer. Sorry, turned it over the last time. I still need you to take the big shot. Kristine doesn't get the chance to be a normal freshman, and watch somebody else. And so, as they learn on the fly, it's fun to see them do, things. It's not as fun, to see some of the growing pains. But I'll take this group anytime, and we're gonna fight through it.
I think I pronounced that name correctly. She had like 4 points in the first half, but she kind of caught fire in the second half. What did you guys do to keep her in her reps in the first half, and what did she do? What adjustments did she make that they make to get her kind of going in the second half?
Well, we were mixing up our defenses, in general. Courtney started out on her in our man-to-man defense. I thought she did a great job just limiting looks, and our zone had a lot more energy than it has in the last couple games, just taking away looks. They all got hot in the second half. Brown and Sweetland and all of them. So at that point, it gets a little contagious, and anyone who puts one up, it looks good. We gave them too many open looks in the second half, and I have to watch the film on exactly what happened. But they're good enough that they're a super streaky three-point shooting team, and they got going. She's a good player. She wasn't going to be held, scoreless the whole game. But I think I'll take her percentage, at 7 for 17. I think it's the other ones that had hurt us. With their high shooting percentages from three.
What do you think was the problem with the turnovers, especially in the first half?
I think their matchup zone is a little tricky. The looks that you think you're going to get are not always there. Sometimes you're going to be doubled. Sometimes you're going to have nobody on you, right? And it takes a little bit, and you got to be able to play in space and kind of figure that out. And then we just had some sort of ones that, I don't know, bouncing off of our knee and the pressure getting to us. People are a little bit out of position. We're asking, different people to handle the ball. And, every time we got a good look, we scored, 50%. It was just a matter of taking care of it. And I did think we figured it out a little better in the second half.
I'm curious about the mentality of the team after a long losing streak, and then they came all the way back and they took a late lead. Can you talk a little bit about what was going on either in your head or through the mentality of the team at that point?
Yeah.
It must not have been easy because here they come again kind of situation.
Yeah, well, coming off a losing streak is always tough. It's always tough to come back and try to keep playing and stay together and have that mentality of, always play hard. But, we stayed together this game. They started hitting threes, and the good thing that we did today, we didn't, just be discouraged by their shot making. And, we just thought, okay, keep going. It's okay. They're going to make threes. They're good three-point shooters, but just keep playing together. And I think that it was really important for us to communicate and just stay together throughout the whole thing. So, yeah, it's very, very good.
Does this feel like a turning point for you guys?
Definitely.
Any other questions?
I imagine that if you had to use a phrase like sense of urgency 10 times in the first 3 quarters, it wouldn't have gone well. But you might have waited until they got within 1 point in the 4th quarter to use it the first time, and then you got 3 layups.
I mean, the good part is I didn't have to say that much, I think the team was really dialed in today, and it felt uncomfortable when they cut it to 1. I remember there was a timeout, they cut it to 1. That's when we came out and got the 3 layups. And, we just sort of said, that's their run, that's it, let's go. And I think, Kristine had maybe back-to-back buckets on the, we called some plays to her, but the team got it where it needed to be. And, I mean, that's, to me, the growth of, I think the team was dialed in the whole game. Some bad things happened, more good things happened, but I had to say less, and it was more like, their team, and that was pretty cool.
Aisha Thomas, she played 40 minutes tonight. You'd only see 6 points, but she had 10 assists, only 4 turnovers. Talk about just her performance and her ability to keep playing the way she did for the entire duration.
I don't know what you guys thought, but I thought right off the bat it was her best game in terms of the feel of when to pass it, when to shoot it, when to go to the rim. Figuring out their defense, she did that the quickest, I thought. She and Kristine had a real rhythm right at the beginning of the game. She would draw 2 and dish. There's a lot on her plate, obviously. We can't say enough about that kid. I mean, she is the incredibly coachable, just a little warrior, is willing to do whatever, had a tough weekend, last weekend, and just said, let's be better. And I think other people fed off that. I thought she made a lot of really good decisions tonight.
She was very composed tonight.
Yeah, she was.
Kristine, can you talk a little bit about even how your team plays through adversity? Because you guys are having a lot of trouble with turnovers really early on, and you kept shooting the ball, shooting it well, and that hasn't been the case with some of the games in losing streak. When one thing kind of rolls into another, how did you guys kind of compartmentalize and put things into different boxes this time?
I just think we trusted each other and just played for each other. So getting a turnover, we trusted each other that we were gonna make a shot, and we were just playing hard every possession and not taking anything for granted. So I think that just what helped us get this win today.